Alright everybody, what is going on? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we are checking out Kai's latest comeback album, his fourth mini-album, I believe. Now, Kai is probably one of the members that I have checked out the least of from EXO. I still have to finish the guides from EXO, and I plan on doing it, the individual ones, and of course I want to check out individual projects by Kai, by Lay, by Sehun and Chanyeol. I think those members in particular are the ones that I haven't seen any sort of solo stuff from, so moving forward, of course, we're going to do more of that. Prior to this, I think the only thing I've seen is the Adult Swim MV. I've reacted to that, but we're going to check it out again in this because it's for the full album, right? So we have Wait on Me, which is the title of the mini, and it's also, of course, the title track. We have Walls Don't Talk. I saw this released, and I decided to just wait until this album came out. We have Pressure, Ryden, Off and Away, Flight to Paris, and of course, Adult Swim. We're going to be revisiting that and see how this whole sort of thing comes together, right? So let's check out Kai's Wait on Me. Ooh, the lean? Okay. Hey. Ooh, okay. Hey. Ooh. Okay. Okay, hold on. Before we continue, I want to talk about some few things. First of all, I obviously still very new to K-pop, so I don't know, maybe this is a thing that's been going on. But I feel like in the comebacks that I've seen from this year in particular, a lot of groups are tending to use this sort of synth 80s pop backing track, right? Which, I mean, I like it. Like, it's the type of thing that I enjoy. But it seems like it's happening a lot this year, and I don't know if it's just a trend. Obviously, you know, trends happen. But I hear it again in, like, the chorus, right, for this track, and I was like, there it is again. I mean, I'm a fan, but I think it is funny. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Kai is the main dancer for EXO, right? Or is it him? Is it him and Lay are the main dancers? I forget. Or it might just be... You know what? Let me look that up real quick. Let me get this right, because I think his choreo in this so far is pretty spectacular. Like, it's really cool. I actually like it a lot. So let me see if Kai is in fact the main dancer. I think he's part of the dance line of EXO, but I don't know if he's exactly the main dancer. So I'm going to bring this up here real quick. I was correct. Kai is in fact the main dancer. Let's see, I'm curious if... So is Lay. Okay, so Lay and Kai are both the main dancers. So, yeah, because his choreo is pretty crazy. What I like too, and I don't know if they're going to continue it, but this shot in particular where he's sort of, like, dancing down the hallway is pretty cool too. I like that. Alright, so let's get back to where we left off. Okay. Hey. Wow, yeah, his voice is very good too. Which, I mean, EXO, so no surprise, but... Hey. Oh my god, he well... Ooh. Hey. Whoa. Hey. Hey. Yeah, he's going off on this. Ooh, I love the black fits in the backdrop like that. That looks awesome. Okay. Yeah, this was good. Obviously I'm going to be doing like end of the year lists when we get to it eventually. And so, since Wait On Me is the title track, I'm going to... So here's basically the lists I'm going to end up doing towards the end of this year. I'm going to be doing a ranking sort of for albums overall, and then a separate list for title tracks and like singles that they're not really on any particular album, but they're just like singles from a group. They might not necessarily have MVs. But I would say this is a pretty solid track, right? Like... it's not something where I'm like, okay, at least not yet. One of the things I'm going to do, obviously, is re-listen to all these and see where I want to place them. Right now, though, it's pretty solid. I'm not, like, instant playlist right yet. It might take a few more listens. But I will say, what I enjoy, in particular, obviously, is the choreo. And I don't know if it's because... If I know someone is, like, the main dancer of a group and they're doing, like, a solo project, right? Obviously, the dancing is important, but just like with a group, it's not the only component. You need vocals and everything else, but I will generally go, okay, is the choreo, to a certain standard above everything else? And I think it is here. It's really good. I also enjoy Kai's voice a lot. I don't know how to explain it. His voice, obviously, he has a bit of a deeper tone, right? But it doesn't feel heavy, if that makes sense. It feels like a very soothing deep tone, right? Like he's very soothing to listen to, at least in this context, right? And so I enjoyed that. Yeah. I like some of the shots, too, in the MV. I think... some of these shots, I like this black. I like whenever in K-pop or in any, they have like the sort of, monochrome, black and white sort of backdrop that they're dancing to or just singing to or what have you. I also like the desert shots. I think, these were pretty cool. I'm a sucker sort of for that. It's very kind of like early 2000s, it reminds me of. There are a lot of artists that would do that sort of thing in particular, which is awesome. And then, like I said, the black fits with like this background here goes pretty hard. I also like the hallway stuff. I actually kind of wish, right, because he's almost like in a little MJ-esque fit here, but I almost wish they would have kept doing this. I would have loved if we got to see maybe like a dance break from this point of view as they're dancing, through the corridor down in this direction, and our viewpoint is from here. I think that would have been really fun. But yeah, this was good. This was good. So let's move on to our next track, which is Walls Don't Talk. And boy, am I glad they don't, because if Walls talked, man, I don't know. Can you imagine if Walls talked, bro? You would have no peace. Life would just be terrible. All right, here we go with Walls Don't Talk.
It's the 45 just a casual night 스치는 시선 more tension yeah 묘한 거리감 숨어있는 sign yeah 날 흔드는 낯선 이 감정 What am I supposed to do
Okay, just chilling. Chilling, going to the store and stuff?
Every motion feels so honest 유연하게 pull me close 한순간에 다 놓을 것만 같아 This is a battle I've been trying to fight for so 느껴져 모든 게 수많은 사람들
Okay.
우리만 아는 sense I hope the words don't talk 아무도 모르게 coherent call the shots 방해받지 않게 Let's hope the words don't talk 주저하지마 더욱 깊이 경계를 풀고 leave me 안 해도 돼 overthinking let it all go
Hey.
필요한 sequence 되기 쉬운 gossip and then the top baby we're the topic 아무도 쉽게 말 못하게 on the low the low 같은 공간 다른 flow 더 과감하게 머무르는 touch every motion feels so honest 서로를 덮은
Oh my gosh.
난 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아 This is a battle I've been trying to fight for so 느껴져 모든 게 수많은 사람들 속 우리만 아는 sense I hope the words don't talk 아무도 모르게
I mean,
방해받지 않게 Let's hope the words don't talk Give you a lot to say A lot to Let's hope the words don't talk This is the battle I've been trying to fight for so We're gonna misbehave The body Let's hope the words don't talk Let's hope they don't talk 느껴져 모든 게 수많은 사람들 속 우리만 아는 sense I hope the words don't talk 아무도 모르게 coherent call the shots 방해받지 않게 Let's hope the words don't talk We're on to something different When we trust our intuition Hope the words don't talk But we can let them listen But we got no inhibition Got a whole lot of ambition Hope the words don't talk But we can let them listen
okay. Ooh. And see, this too, I think, is another example, which I've said before, where a lot of times, like, tracks can depend on MV, right? Where if I'm listening to this without the MV, I don't know if I would... Not that it's bad, but I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I do. I think without the MV, it's okay, right? It's an okay track. It's not... But there's nothing really super spectacular, I would say, about it. But with the MV, what I like is... Two, it's very reminiscent of, again, going back to... You know, it gets sort of that nostalgia for early 2000s, late 90s. It feels like a self-made video that you would see maybe an artist try to do, you know, during that time period. And I like it. I like the feel of it with the MV. I like the chill nature of it. Yeah, man. Thankfully, Walls Don't Talk is true, because... Wow. Can you imagine? I mean, in some cases, it would probably be very helpful, right? It would be extremely helpful in a lot of cases, and it would be very detrimental in others. So, all right, so that was Walls Don't Talk. Next up, we have Pressure.
Pressure, 내 전부를 채워 숨막히도 세게 꼭 못 보내 pressure 꼭 못 보내 pressure 온몸에 널 채워 부서지듯 세게 꼭 못 보내 pressure 너 감히 널 못 봐 홀린 듯이 끌려가 한순간 감각을 멈추게 해 내 곁에 가까이 다가올 때 보기에 너란 세상 앞에 점점 빠져가 눈을 가린 그 말에 현실이 내게서 사라지는 듯한데 뭔지도 모른 채 환상에 살겠어 자유로운 꿈 안에 벌써 내 전부를 채워 숨막히듯 세게 꼭 못 보는
Ooh, this is an interesting instrumentation for this.
온몸에 널 채워 부서지듯 세게 꼭 못 보내 pressure 너 비워내 조금씩 날 조금씩 없애 지워내 오로지 모든 걸 너로 기억해 깊이 날 가두고 애워싸 어두워진 여긴도 끝없이 영원한 느낌 멀리 제발로 너에게 걸어 이제 내게 점점 빠져가 가빠지는 숨 앞에
Wow. See, now this, first of all, criminally short, 2.5 minutes. You know? But what I like is the sort of double meanings of pressure, right, that is being used throughout the lyrics here. However accurate they may not be, I don't know, right? But, okay, Kai.
내게서 흐려지는 듯한데 나를 데려가 너의 작은 품 안에 이대로 살겠어 너로 만든 꿈 안에 벌써 내 전부를 채워 숨 막히듯 세게 꼭 못 보내 pressure 꼭 못 보내 pressure 온몸에 널 채워 부서지듯 세게 꼭 못 보내 pressure 너 pressure Come give me that pressure Come give me that pressure Come give me that pressure
Oh, yeah. See, I really like, too, the instrumentation on this. In particular, I think that was a huge factor, too, for this track. And just his cadence throughout it, right? Like, very good. Okay, Ryden. Let's see.
미쳐가 서서히 모든 게 마비돼 날카로운 잣대에 매 순간 던져 날 One for that, one for this 넌 가야 해 날 위해 Breathing slow 발끝마다 dusty desert 날 짓누른 미친 열기 달려야 해 끝도 없이 다시 가쁜 숨을 내쉬 It's way too hot 멈설 힘 없이 더 바람에 날 던져
Ooh. Hey, I like what he's trying. Like, he's trying some different things so far in these tracks. And they're going very well. Like, definitely not instrumentation I would associate with some of the flow of the vocals in that, but it works. Okay. Another kind of see, I like I said, I like what he's doing. I like the experimentation of kind of these what I would in my head, look at as like more kind of unconventional instrumentation used for tracks that you wouldn't really associate with, like I said, and it works for the most part. Like, there's maybe some times where it's, I think, you know what I think my problem is with this track, really? Is when we get to this part. And see, it's not even that it's bad. I think, so what I would have liked is when he's saying, I'm going to rise up, if slowly it built to his vocals rising up over the instrumentation, because right now, and this is a problem I had with some of Sulgi's tracks on Accidentally on Purpose, it feels like, well, not some, there's one in particular, it just, when I'm listening to it, right, the instrumentation is like louder than his voice, and it's just it's like distracting. It's like, listen, I like the instrumentation and stuff like that, but it's like I could almost like it's like his voice is getting lower and lower. I barely hear it. Some of these beats are crazy, though. Okay, so that was Ryden. That was Ryden. Let's see what we got. We have Off and Away.
산산조각난 현실 너의 흔적을 찾아 헤매 붙잡을 새도 없이 다시 지켜져 날카롭게 Let them keep on my pain 그마저도 황홀했지 Every time I knew that 비극 속에서 끝날 엔딩 멈춰야만 한단 걸 알면서 원하고 나조차 몰랐던 나를 보내 마지막이라면 더 멀리 떠나줘 내가 널 찾아낼 수도 없게 Off and away 잡을 수 없게 Go far away 끝낼 수 있게
What? Hey.
망치고 나지 헛된 꿈인 걸 알지 눈을 감아도 다시 벗어날 수 없겠지 되돌릴 수 없단 걸 알면서 붙잡고 또다시
Oh, this is a killer track.
사랑이 아니면 더 멀리 도망쳐 내 품에 가둬두지 못하게 Off and away
Ooh, I like this. I like this instrumentation a lot. It feels very, atmospheric. Like, it's not like he's just, you know, doing his thing on top of a beat. It's like, no, this feels like I can imagine seeing this in a film or something, right? Being like an OST. This feels like, you know, the backing track feels more closer to like ambience of like a film, you know. It's really well done, and then the lyrics are, you know, very sad and devastating, right?
Off and away 잡을 수 없게 Go far away 끝낼 수 있게
Yeah, I like the more sort of like almost tribal nature of it. Like, dude's in the Amazon right now, you know? Okay, ooh, that might be, I don't know. The title track is, like, up there, but this also might be one of my favorites so far on this. I really enjoyed this track. Okay, Flight to Paris, let's see. Ooh. And then the build. Ooh.
아무 일도 없는 날이 반복돼 또 하루의 끝 내 무표정이 갈수록 익숙해 But that's cool 물 넘친 듯한 느낌 만족하지 못해 무모한 걸 원해 Like a flight to Paris 난 핸드폰을 끌게 Get away from the mundane 계획 밖의 공백 내 맘대로 채워 Chasing the sun Walking the rain
Ooh. The sort of EDM backup now.
Chasing the sun Walking the rain 창에 비친 face 어느새 날 위해 이유 없이 웃는 게 익숙해진 new days 미뤄왔던 날 반복해 쌓이다 회색이 되어가 가볍게 지워도 들어박혀 있는 life
Yeah. I mean, I think his... Interesting. Flight to Paris. Like this, so far, if the lyrics are, you know, as accurate as I'm going to take them, I wonder, too, if this has anything to do... Because he talked about, you know, his face being recognized more, and so I'm wondering if it... Because it could be two things, right? It could be his face is being recognized more because, obviously, he's an idol and stuff like that, and he doesn't want to just, you know, live the stereotypical life. He wants to try different things and do, you know, stuff outside of that sort of realm. Or he could be talking about, you know, he is an average person in this case, and his face is being recognized because he's just doing the same thing every day. So people see him, they're like, hey, you know, this guy, he walks, you know, he walks these streets all the time, he's in this place all the time, we see him every day. And so he has that urge to just be spontaneous, right? Just to do stuff, to try different things, to not do the same old every day, and just break out of that sort of bubble. So pretty interesting stuff.
나는 느낌 호기심을 더해 설레는 걸 쫓게 Like a flight to Paris 기다려지는 Monday 낮과 밤 상관 안내 예측 못할 전개 내 감대로 채워 Chasing the sun Walking the rain 경로 밖의 way 달라져가는 frame 항상 같은 장면에 멈춰 있지 않게 Chasing the sun
Hey. Ooh. Hey. Okay. Let's go. I enjoyed that one too. That one was fun. Okay, now time to revisit Adult Swim. Let's see. I like that beginning part. I'm not really sure. It sounds like it's like a voice mixed with like effects.
Hey, 지금부터는 조금 위험해. 한 발씩 coming slowly. Babe, 너의 허리에 팔을 감을게. You can lean on me. 겁먹을 필요 없어. 두 눈을 살짝 감고 나에게 너를 맡겨. 깊은 곳으로 함께 dive in.
Hey.
Dive
Hey.
in. Adult swim.
Okay.
Turn it up. Adult swim. Dive in. Adult
Hey.
swim. Sway. 파도의 앞뒤로 옆으로 흔들려도 돼. 스릴 있게. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely like just a fun, chill summer bop. That's what it feels like, right? Hey.
Dive in. Adult swim. Turn it up.
Okay.
Swim. Dive in. Adult swim. Turn it up. Work it out. Take it low. Make it fast. Make it slow. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it for me.
Okay. I hear you, boy.
Shake it for me. Work it out. Take it low. Make it fast. Make it slow. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it for me. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it for me. Let's go, 우리 둘이. Let's go, let's jump right in. 헤어나올 수가 없을 만큼 Adult swim. Turn it up. Let's go, 우리 둘이. Let's go, let's jump right in. 헤어나올 수가 없을 만큼 자유로운 눈이 like a wave. Adult swim.
Okay. Wow, that one was over. A lot of these tracks are short. They're criminally short. They're like 2.5 minutes, sometimes less. That is crazy. Alright, so final thoughts on Kai's EP here. What was it? Walk on Water? Is that what it is? Is that what it I think I said, is that right? I don't think that's right. Hold on, let me see. It is called Kai's Wait on Me. I don't know why I said Walk on Water. I have no idea. Kai's Wait on Me mini album. Yeah, I would say this is a very solid album. It really is. It's a very solid mini. I like Wait on Me. I like Off and Away. I like Flight to Paris. Adult Swim's fun, right? Definitely, I think with the second listening, it grew on me, right, for sure. It's, yeah, what I like too, I mean, obviously, like I said, his voice is, I love the tone of it. I love the smoothness of it, right? Choreo, obviously, main dancer level stuff, right? But what I really like is the use of instrumentation specifically. I think there was a lot of interesting choices done here that I enjoyed, and they worked off well, right? You know, it didn't feel like you got to see a pretty decent, I think, variety too of sounding tracks, you know, from stuff like Adult Swim, Walls Don't Talk. Then you had some stuff like Flight to Paris, right? Pressure. A lot of different stuff there, right, that he's trying and doing some different things with, and it works. So this is really solid, and I enjoy it, right? It's not quite... I don't think anything on here is instant playlist material, right? It's not like I'm going to be throwing it on the playlist, or I'm not like obsessed with any of these, but they are solid stuff, and they're easily things I could put on in the background and just kind of vibe to if I'm doing some other stuff, right? So, solid album from Kai, right? Solid comeback after being out of the military. His fits too, loved his fit, a lot of his fits in these. They were just fun. I love, like I said, MV wise, probably my favorite MV was Wait on Me. Walls Don't Talk and Adult Swim are close seconds, though. They, for the theme and the concept that are being presented in those MVs, they're pretty good. So, but that is it. Thank you guys for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Peace.